Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. We begin in the name of Almighty Allah, the most magnificent, the ever merciful. We do glorify Him, we praise Him, and of course we do elevate His name as He ought to be elevated. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Once again, I take the opportunity to first of all extend to you the eternal and of course the universal salutation of peace. May the peace, blessings and mercies of Almighty Allah be upon you and yours. A most pleasant good morning going out to you and yours on this wonderful, wonderful Friday morning. Of course, I do pray and hope that you are healthy, you are well, you are enjoying a period of happiness, prosperity and well-being. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, here in your company on this the auspicious and of course holy day of Friday, the day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago. So of course we are coming towards the end of another week. Today is of course Labor Day, it's of course the public holiday. We've got a long weekend. As I always like to say, blessing upon blessing. We thank Almighty Allah for all of His blessings, and we pray that Almighty Allah continues to grant us the strength and the ability to move forward with our lives in the most possible manner indeed. Of course, I want to take the opportunity as well to say a very special thank you going out to Pandit Shivan Hari Prasad for his previous rendition. And of course, I do wish him a safe and a speedy trip back home. All praises are due to Almighty Allah, the Lord of the worlds, the magnificent, the merciful, Master of the Day of Judgment. O Allah, it is you do we worship, and from you only do we ask for help. Guide us to the straight path, the path of those upon whom you have bestowed your favor, not the path of those who have evoked your anger, nor the path of those who have gone astray. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Well, today's Islamic date is the third day in the month of Muharram, which of course is now the first month on the Islamic calendar. We are currently now in the year 1448. We have now rolled over to the new year. As a matter of fact, earlier on this week, on Monday the 15th of June, on that particular evening, the moon was looked for to bring to an end the Islamic year 1447. And of course, I can report to you that the moon was not sighted, which basically resulted in the fact that the last month on the Islamic calendar had one additional day, 30 days, which was on Tuesday. And that then resulted in the fact that this Islamic year, the new Islamic year, basically then commenced on Wednesday. So the new year has commenced, the year 1448. We are currently on the third day of the first month on the Islamic calendar. And of course, I take the opportunity to extend to you and yours a most hearty New Year greeting. All the best for the upcoming New Year. May Allah continue to bless you with goodness in every possible manner. Today also coincides with the third Friday in the month of June for the year 2026. And of course, as we are now getting ready to commence the holy day of Jum'ah here in Trinidad and Tobago, the first Jum'ah, to be exact, of this Islamic New Year 1448. I take the opportunity, of course, to officially welcome you now live on air, live on the internet, and of course live across our social feeds on Facebook and on YouTube as well, for this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education and entertainment. Whatever you do, most definitely do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. I'll be taking you through all the way up to the 6 o'clock mark.
मरहबा या मुस्तफा मरहबा या मुजतबा मरहबा या मुस्तफा मरहबा या मुजतबा मरहबा 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 जश्न आमद रसूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह बीबी आमना के फूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह जश्न आमद रसूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह बीबी आमना के फूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह अल्लाह ही अल्लाह बोलो अल्लाह ही अल्लाह जश्न आमद रसूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह बीबी आमना के फूल अल्लाह ही अल्लाह ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह ला इलाहा इल्लल्लाह سرکار تشریف لانے لگے، حور و گلما بھی خوشیاں منانے لگے، ہر طرف نور کی روشنی چھا گئی، مصطفیٰ کیا ملے زندگی مل گئی، اے حلیمہ تیری گود میں آ گئے دونوں عالم کے رسول، اللہ ہی اللہ، بی بی آمنہ کے پھول، اللہ ہی اللہ، مرحبا یا مصطفیٰ، مرحبا یا مجتبی، مرحبا یا مصطفیٰ، مرحبا یا مجتبی۔ چہرہ مصطفیٰ جب دکھایا گیا، چھپ گئے تارے اور چاند شرما گیا، آمنہ دیکھ کر مسکرانے لگی، حوا مریم بھی خوشیاں منانے لگی، آمنہ بی بی سب سے یہ کہنے لگی، دعا ہو گئی قبول، اللہ ہی اللہ، بی بی آمنہ کے پھول، اللہ ہی اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ، لا الہ الا اللہ۔ شادیاں نے خوشی کے بجائے گئے، شاد کے نغمے سب کو سنائے گئے، ہر طرف شور صلی اللہ ہو گیا، آج پیدا حبیب خدا ہو گیا، پھر تو جبریل نے بھی یہ اعلان کیا، یہ خدا کے ہیں رسول، اللہ ہی اللہ، بی بی آمنہ کے پھول، اللہ ہی اللہ، مرحبا یا مصطفیٰ، مرحبا یا مجتبی، مرحبا یا مصطفیٰ، مرحبا یا مجتبی، مرحبا 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 مرحبا۔
Yes, indeed, a wonderful nasheed to kickstart things off in the program this morning. A wonderful nasheed to whet your appetite, so to speak, for this upcoming hour. Once again, thank you so much for joining me on the program this morning. It's always a pleasure to have you on board. Special thanks going out to all those who have messaged thus far via the WhatsApp number 2994103, via the social feeds as well. I always do greatly appreciate all of your wonderful messages. Well, of course, you are tuned into Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM with yours truly, Imam Safraz Ghani. And as always, I must say it's indeed an absolute honor and, of course, a personal pleasure to be in your company once again for around about the next hour or so. Of course, today is a public holiday, Labor Day. We've got a long weekend. May Almighty Allah continue to bless us all in goodness in every possible manner. Well, the program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited, Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, Nicer Brand Products Limited, The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, and Point 14 Hardware Limited. Well, of course, on the program this morning, as we always tend to do right here on 103.1 FM, we've got a very, very intriguing segment coming your way. We've got our short inspirational segment coming up in just a short bit. We've got the early morning call to prayer as well. I've got a few beautiful, wonderful Islamic selections coming your way. And of course, later on in the program, as we get into our lecture segment, this morning, I'll be talking about the importance of going with the flow sometimes in life. And that's a very important aspect as we continue on with the journey of our lives, the importance of going with the flow. So that's our talking point coming up on our lecture segment. In the meantime, though, let me share with you another beautiful Islamic rendition. Definitely do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. You are listening to Soul Inspirations right here on 103.1 FM.
مصطفیٰ 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 جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، ہم غریبوں کے آقا پہ بے حد درود، 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 ہم فقیروں کی ثروت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، جس کے ماتھے شفاعت کا صحرا رہا، 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 اس جبین سعادت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، نیچی آنکھوں کی شرم و حیا پر درود، 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 اونچی بینی کی رفعت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز وہ دہن جس کی ہر بات وہی ہے خدا، وہ دہن جس کی ہر بات وہی ہے خدا، وہ دہن جس کی ہر بات وہی ہے خدا، وہ دہن جس کی ہر بات وہی ہے خدا، چشمائے علم و حکمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، اس کی باتوں کی لذت پہ لاکھوں درود، 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 اس کے خطبے کی ہیبت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، مصطفیٰ جانے رحمت پہ لاکھوں سلام، شمع بز میں ہدایت پہ لاکھوں سلام، وہ دسو جن کو جنت کا مژدہ ملا، وہ دسو جن کو جنت کا مژدہ ملا، وہ دسو جن کو جنت کا مژدہ ملا، وہ دسو बसो जिनको जन्नत का मुजदा मिला, उस मुबारक जमात पे लाखों सलाम। शम्मे बज़ में हिदायत पे लाखों सलाम, मुस्तफ़ा जाने रहमत पे लाखों सलाम। शम्मे बज़ में हिदायत पे लाखों सलाम। मुस्तफ़ा 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 मुस्तफ़ा।
Allah's blessings and mercies to you and yours on this wonderful, wonderful Friday morning. Of course, we give thanks for the opportunity of life. We give thanks for this miracle of life. We thank Almighty Allah for granting us another opportunity to prove ourselves, and of course, another opportunity to become better versions of ourselves. Well, the program this morning is being brought to you through the kind courtesies of Nicer Brand Products Limited, Absolute Investments Limited, Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, and of course Point Fortune Hardware Limited. Coming up just around the corner, we've got our inspirational segment. Do keep it locked on to 103.1 FM. This is Soul Inspirations. So in light of the fact that today is Labor Day, our inspirational segment will revolve around the importance of hard work. Now I want you to take the opportunity to look at your hands for a moment. Whether they are rough, whether they are smooth, they hold the power to really and truly shape your reality. And today we live in a world which is obsessed with shortcuts. Everyone is looking for a hack. Everyone wants the prize, but no one wants the process. We idolize overnight successes. We are told to desire ease. But I am here to tell you that the greatest reward you will ever earn in this life will not come from luck. It will not come from a handout. It will come from the sweat of your dignity about hard work. When you pour your energy, when you pour your time and your focus into a specific goal, you are doing more than just earning a living. You are actually building a life brick by brick. You are declaring to the universe that you are willing to pay the price for your dreams. So what happens when you actually have to swap something? One thing, even though you had out, when that sacrifice, when take place, and you know that from you, the victory belongs to you because you built the foundation of success with your own hands. Secondly, the sense of brow changes your identity. Hard work burns away self-doubt, destroys the illusion of helplessness. Every hour you and grinding, learning, and pushing on comes a proof that what your mind. It's evident you are disciplined, over the physical reward. I mean, we've all heard the saying, easy come, easy go. We know this phrase. But why does that happen? Because wealth or status without work lacks a foundation. Sweat is the concrete foundation of your character. It ensures that when you break through, when your breakthrough comes, you have the internal strength to sustain it. And let's be absolutely honest. The process of pushing through the friction is really and truly painful. There will be days when the sweat feels like tears. There will be moments when you look at your progress and see absolutely nothing. You will feel exhausted, you will feel overwhelmed, you will feel overlooked, and of course you will be tempted to quit. But in those moments, remember this: the sweat is not a sign of failure. It is the price of admission. Muscles do not grow in comfort. They grow through resistance. They grow because they are torn down, and they are then forced to rebuild stronger. Your mind is showing you your future. So do not run from the heat. Learn to accept it. Let the hard work shape you and let it purify your intentions. Every drop of sweat is an investment. It is a seed planted in the fertile ground of your future. You might not see the harvest tomorrow. You're weary in doing you when you sit down to enjoy the fruits of your work, the taste will be sweeter than anything handed to you on a silver platter. You will look at your accomplishments and you will know exactly what they cost. You will hold your head up high knowing that you earned every single bit of it. So every morning when the alarm goes off, do not complain about the weight of the day. As a matter of fact, embrace it. Welcome the challenge. Step out into the world ready to give everything that you have. Honor your talent, honor your time, benefit from the sweat of your brow, and build a life that you are proud of. Because the value of hard work can never ever be underestimated. And let me say this clearly, hard work is not a magic trick. It doesn't guarantee that life will be easy, but hard work does guarantee that you are building something. Every time you stay consistent, you are strengthening your character, you are growing your skills, and you are proving something to yourself, not to anyone else. You are proving to yourself that you can count on yourself even when it is difficult. Because here's the absolute truth. The absolute truth is that talent can open doors, but hard work is what will keep those doors open. Hard work is what keeps you walking through those doors. Talent might help you to start fast, but hard work is what helps you to go far. When the excitement fades, when the results don't come as quickly as you had anticipated, when the progress feels slow, this is where hard work steps in, and this is where hard work now becomes your superpower. Some people quit too early, they look for immediate results, and they tend to forget that real success, it's a time-consuming process. They want the prize without paying the price, but life doesn't work that way. The things worth having usually require effort, usually requires discipline, and of course a lot of patience and hard work. And hard work isn't always glamorous. Hard work teaches you to handle discomfort. It trains you to push through the moment when you want to give up. And when you learn to do that, you become stronger than your circumstances. So this morning I want you to remember this. Your effort is never wasted. Even when you don't see the results right away, you are still moving forward. You are still building endurance. You are developing discipline. You are creating momentum. And momentum is eventually what you want that will help to contribute towards your breakthrough. Of course, there will be days when you will feel down. There will be days when you will feel behind, when you will feel overwhelmed. There will be days when you will compare your progress to someone else's highlight. On those days, don't measure your journey by someone else's appearance. Measure it by what you were able to accomplish that specific day. Ask yourself, did I take one step forward? Did I show up? Did I do what I set out to accomplish? Because consistency is a form of self-respect, and hard work is how you treat your future like it really and truly matters. So this morning I'm asking you to start right where you are. Use what you have. Do what you can every single day. Put in the work, not because you are guaranteed to be perfect, not because you are guaranteed perfection, but because you are determined to improve. Keep going even when your confidence is shaky. Keep going even when the results are taking longer than you want. Because hard work doesn't just build careers, it builds people, it builds resilience, and it builds trust in yourself. So today, choose hard work, choose to be disciplined, choose to keep showing up, because the person you want to be is not waiting for motivation. That person, the future you, is simply waiting for you to put in the hard work today. Well, at this point on the program, we now go to the early morning call to prayer. The early morning call to prayer is being brought to you this morning through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited of Monroe Road in Canupia.
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الصلاة الصلاة خير من النوم الله لا إله إلا الله.
ولن ترى عينك في الدنيا مثل سماء وتجري من تحتها أنهار عدن ترى وعطرها مسك يريح هواها سلام فلن يأتي حلمك قربا بما قد رأى مع الحبيب أن أراه في أبوابها وأمتي أن أراها في دار السلام فيا إله I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah I raise my hands in the air I'll make a prayer I pray for Jannah, 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 Jannah Just to see him standing with the Salihin welcoming them And then he motions to me to come forward and drink from his hands But I'll be motionless just staring at this most beautiful man Who saved me from hellfire pleading to Allah Ya Ummati So blessed slave enter Jannah for eternity Look what Allah's mercy and blessings have brought This is what you strive for, what you sent for I wanna go Where no eyes never seen, no ears never heard No mind can imagine Paradise, no more tests, no more tears, no more trials Paradise, just to hold my mother in my arms Paradise, where I'll gaze into my children's eyes Paradise, gardens beneath where rivers will flow Paradise, where nothing will hurt anymore Assalamu alaikum. See, we work so hard, sometimes forgetting about our hearts. What are we chasing for? We don't need more. I know the world is tough, but all we need to show is love. Everything will be fine. Now here's your sign. La 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 نحتاج المال كي نزداد جمالا جوهرنا هنا في القلب لا نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا ذاك جمالنا يسمو يتعالى كن أنت تزداد جمالا كن أنت تزداد جمالا لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله Always be yourself, that is where you will you'll find yourself. That is the key to the door for happiness and more. Always put your faith in your Lord, He will keep you safe. Don't ever feel no fear, He'll always be right here. La 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 نحتاج المال كي نزداد جمالا. جوهرنا هنا في القلب دلالا. لا لا نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا. ذاك جمالنا يسمو يتعالى. أوه 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 أوه. كن أنت تزداد جمالا. Loving yourself will set you free. You don't have to follow all the things you see. Be yourself and you will find happiness and peace of mind. Oh, we are not alone. We have Allah. La 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 نحتاج المال كي نزداد جمالا. جوهرنا هنا في القلب دلالا. لا لا نرضي الناس بما لا نرضاه لنا حالا. ذاك جمالنا يسمو يتعالى. أوه 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 أوه. كن أنت تزداد جمالا. كن أنت تزداد جمالا.
لب پہ آتی ہے دعا بن کے تمنا میری. لب پہ آتی ہے دعا بن کے تمنا میری. زندگی شمع کی صورت ہو خدایا میری. زندگی شمع کی صورت ہو خدایا میری. ہو میرے دم سے یوں ہی میرے وطن کی زینت. ہو میرے دم سے یوں ہی میرے وطن کی زینت. جس طرح پھول سے ہوتی ہے چمن کی زینت. جس طرح پھول سے ہوتی ہے چمن کی زینت. زندگی ہو میری پروان کی صورت یا رب. زندگی ہو میری پروان کی صورت یا رب. علم کی شمع سے ہو مجھ کو محبت یا رب. علم کی شمع سے ہو مجھ کو محبت یا رب. ہو میرا کام غریبوں کی حمایت کرنا. درد مندوں سے ضعیفوں سے محبت کرنا. میرے بچانا مجھ کو. نیک جو راہ ہو اس راہ پہ چلانا مجھ کو. نیک جو راہ ہو اس راہ پہ چلانا مجھ کو. میرے اللہ برائی سے بچانا مجھ کو. نیک جو راہ ہو اس राह पे चलाना मुझको, लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी, जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी, लब पे आती है दुआ बन के तमन्ना मेरी, जिंदगी शम्मा की सूरत हो खुदाया मेरी.
Welcome back. I'm yours truly, Imam Safraz Ghani, host of this weekly program titled Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment on this beautiful Friday morning. Of course, it's the very first Friday for the Islamic year. We are currently in the year 1448. The new year has rolled over. Earlier this week, we entered the new year, 1448. Today is actually the first Friday in this new year. Today is also a public holiday. We are also celebrating Labor Day. We've got the long weekend coming up ahead. Again, blessing upon blessing. We thank Almighty Allah for all of His blessings. And of course, we make the intention to move forward in the most positive manner indeed. Well, at this point in the program, we now get into our lecture segment. And like I mentioned before this morning, we're talking about the importance of going with the flow sometimes. You know, there is a saying that if you can't control the current of the river, then sometimes you are best advised not to fight it. You are best advised just, to go with the flow. Well, on that note, I wanted to share with you this particular anecdote. There was once a saint who was walking from one town to another with a few of his followers. While they were traveling, they happened to go past a lake. They decided to stop there for a rest. So the saint then said to one of his disciples that I am thirsty. Can you please get me some water from that lake over there? So the disciple walked across to the lake, and when he got there, he noticed that there were other people there in the lake washing their clothing. And right at that particular moment, a farmer had his horse cart crossing the lake. As a result of all of those actions within the water itself became very muddy, very murky. So the disciple thought, how can I give this muddy water to my leader to drink? So he went back and he told the saint that the water there is very muddy, very murky. I don't think it's fit to drink at all. So the saint said, okay, fine, let's take a little rest here under the tree. After about half an hour, the saint again asked the same disciple to go back to the lake and to fetch him some water to drink. So the disciple once again obediently went back down to the lake, and this time he found that the lake had absolutely clear water in it. All of the people who were there, they went away. The mud had settled down and the water above looked absolutely fit for drinking. So he collected some of the water in a pot and he brought it back to the saint. The saint looked at the water and then he looked up at his disciple and he said, you see, I want to teach you a lesson. I want to let you know that if you let the water be, the mud settled down on its own and you ended up with clear water after all, and it didn't require any effort on your behalf. He said your mind is also like that as well. When it becomes disturbed, when it becomes murky, it makes it difficult to see things clearly. Learning to let go and to let things be, sometimes you just need to give it a little time. Eventually things will settle down on its own. You don't have to put any effort to calm it down. You can see clearly, you can judge properly, and you can make the best decisions of your life when you stay calm and sometimes when you let things be. So sometimes the best approach in life is to simply take a step back, not get worked up over situations, not get carried away, and leave things in the hands of the Almighty and just let things be. Sometimes life has a funny way of smoothing things out on its own. It's not always easy to let things be. It's not always easy to simply go with the flow. But sometimes it is necessary to live the best version of your life. There will always be things you cannot control, and the more you attempt to do so, the more frustrated you will become. When you just let things be and you go with the flow, it becomes easier for you to stay in the present moment and to appreciate everything around you. When you are going with the flow, you are allowing yourself to experience things as they are. Now, I want to be absolutely clear this morning. Going with the flow does not mean giving up. Going with the flow does not mean being careless or doing absolutely nothing. It simply means being wise enough to recognize that not everything in your life is controllable all of the time. Some plans will work exactly as you hope, but some plans won't. And when they don't, you have two choices. You can fight the reality with all of your energy, or you can adapt without losing your purpose. And here's the absolute truth. Life is absolutely unpredictable. So if you want peace, you will have to learn how to adjust. You will have to learn how to breathe when things don't go according to your schedule, when things don't go according to your plan. Going with the flow is a very, very important life skill. It's the ability to say, okay, this is different than what I expected, but I am still going to move forward. It's trusting your path, trusting that sometimes, you might need to bend a little bit, not to break, but you might need to bend. And sometimes the delay in your journey isn't denial. Sometimes the change that you experience is protection there for you by the Almighty. Sometimes the detour is where you learn what you could not learn on the straight road. And when you go with the flow, you stop treating every unexpected moment like a threat. You start seeing these unexpected moments as messages, as opportunities to learn something, as openings for growth. Now, of course, there will still be times when you should be determined, times when you should continue to push, times when you should plan and work hard. Going with the flow does not replace effort. It simply balances effort with flexibility. So the next time life throws you a curveball, so to speak, don't instantly panic. Take a step back, breathe, and ask yourself, what can I control right now? And what do I need to release? Because you can be strong and still flexible. You can have goals and still allow life to guide you. So going with the flow sometimes, not just because you have no direction, but go with the flow because you trust the journey. You trust Almighty Allah. Trust that you are learning. Trust that you are being shaped. Trust that you are being molded into something better. Be steady, be calm, and above all, be willing to adjust. And remember that life doesn't always move the way that you want, but it will always move the way that you need. We all have a tendency to control every aspect of our lives as we see fit, but we can't control everything all of the time. Life will always be full of unexpected turns and unexpected corners. And there's no way of going around that particular fact. By going with the flow, you are letting go of the need to control, and you are becoming more present in your life. Whatever happens will happen. And you are just allowing yourself to accept that. And since you can't control the problem any further, going with the flow means that you are coming into acceptance that this is just how the way things are. When you go with the flow, there are three main benefits of leaving things in the hands of Almighty Allah. Number one, you become much more of a calmer individual. Number two, you live your life better. Going with the flow and leaving things in the hands of Almighty Allah means that you experience things and memories as they are. And number three, you become more resilient. When you go with the flow, you learn to become resilient. You learn to accept that not everything will go in your favor. So it's important that as you go through the course of your life, that sometimes you simply go with the flow. Sometimes it can be very challenging to let go of that sense of control. However, it can change your life when you don't allow yourself to become worked up over situations. And when you just go through the motions, leave it in the hands of Almighty Allah and accept whatever the decision of Almighty Allah is. Most importantly, going with the flow changes your perspective and makes you more grateful for the experiences and the moments you have instead of frowning over everything you lack in your life. So the simple lesson for this morning is learn to let things be, because you are not the ultimate controller. Allah is, and if you hand over your affairs to Him, He will deliver you in the best possible manner.
You're the reason my life's worth living. You're the reason I'm alive. I'd be lost without you. You're the reason that I strive. You're my destiny. You're my reverie. You're the reason that I breathe. You are all that I believe.
चल चला है खुदा एक तेरा मेरा है एक फलसफा खाना बदोश हूँ मदहोश हूँ तेरे इश्क में मैं शराबूर हूँ इलाही
For so long I've been denying, but now I feel like I'm flying. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Now nothing seems impossible. With you I feel unstoppable. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
बदोश हूँ मदहोश हूँ तेरे इश्क में मैं शराबूर हूँ इलाही 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 मौला
Whoa.
Yes, indeed, a wonderful nasheed, I'm Alive, by our brother Maher Zain. And of course, we take the opportunity to take the message out of that particular rendition that you are alive, give thanks for life. We are thankful for being alive this morning. We are thankful for the opportunity to, become better individuals. We are thankful for the opportunity to accept this wonderful gift of life. May Almighty Allah make it possible that we can move ahead in a most positive manner indeed. Well, on that note, we are now coming to the end of the program for this morning. And I want to take the opportunity to say a very special thank you going out to the sponsors. The program this morning has been brought to you through the kind courtesies of Absolute Investments Limited, Adams Project Management and Construction Limited, Nicer Brand Products Limited, The Original Barbecue Hut Limited, and Point 14 Hardware Limited. And of course, special salams and greetings of peace going out to you and yours, our listeners and viewers who would have joined us on the program this morning throughout the course of this particular hour. To everyone who would have messaged on the program locally, regionally, internationally, thank you so much for your wonderful words. May the blessings and the mercies of the Almighty be with you. Of course, it was indeed an absolute pleasure to be in your company over the past hour or so. By all means, you can catch me next week, Friday, God willing, from 5 a.m. as we bring to you another segment of Soul Inspirations, your program for inspiration, information, education, and entertainment right here on 103.1 FM. I'm your host and brother in humanity, Imam Safraz Ghani, signing out for this morning. Until next week, Friday, please do have an extremely blessed day, a blessed weekend, a blessed week. Stay safe, stay in the mercy of the Almighty. Much love, and may the peace, blessings, and mercies of Almighty Allah be with you. Well, coming up in just a short bit is Prabhat. Most definitely keep it locked on to 103.1 FM for more inspirational and, of course, motivational programming throughout the course of today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
سال دمعي شوقا يا حبيبي إليك، فاض قلبي عشقا بالصلاة عليك.
طارت روحي حبا في المنام إليك، رام كل قربا سيدي لبيك.
قلبي في المدينة وجد السكينة، قال يا نبينا السلام عليك.
قلبي في المدينة وجد السكينة، محمد نبينا السلام عليك.
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا رسول الله،
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا حبيب الله.
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا رسول الله،
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا حبيب الله. رسول الله حبيب الله، رسول الله حبيب الله. يا أبا الزهراء كم أحن إليك، للقبات الخضراء جئت أصلي عليك.
يا جد الحسنين محمد يا زين، يا من جئتنا بشرى طه نور العين.
قلبي في المدينة وجد السكينة، قال يا نبينا السلام عليك.
قلبي في المدينة وجد السكينة، محمد نبينا السلام عليك.
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا رسول الله،
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا حبيب الله.
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا رسول الله،
صلوات الله وسلامه عليك يا
حبيب الله. رسول الله حبيب الله، رسول الله حبيب الله، رسول الله حبيب الله، رسول الله حبيب الله. قلبي في
spectacle is here, and 103.1 FM is kicking things into overdrive with our ultimate fan promotion every